Welcome to KBTE Teacher Education Channel. Today we will learn how to write observation record for method 1 and also method 2, because in first semester we have two observation records. So these records we have to complete in school observation, but now it is not possible for going a school observation. So that's why with our own experience only we are going to write this observation record. So here first page is what? Certificate. So what is their certificate? Observe name of the record. What is the name of the record? Observation record. Name of the student and roll number or hall ticket number. Next college or institution. Next university and academic year. So these all are going to be included in certificate. Next, so here as a trainee teacher you are going to observe 5 periods of method 1 and 5 periods of method 2. So that's why for method 1, for method 2 you are going to write separate observation record. So here how to do the observation of the record. So here what is there in observation record? Observation number 1 means that period number 1 you are going to mention 1. Next, name of the teacher. So that is depending upon the allotted school. So now we haven't allotted any school, but try to concentrate on your suggestions of your college itself only. So by the suggestion of your college itself only you are going to write the name of the teacher, name of the school, actually which school is allotted for you, and name of the subject, whether it is bioscience or maths, whatever it may be. Next, class, which class, whether it is 8th class or 9th class you observed by, and medium, whether it is Telugu medium or English medium. Next, period number 1 or 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Basically at school level 8 periods will be there. Then what is the number of serial number of that period? Next, date, on which date that period was observed by you. So this is about information about the teacher. Next, we are going to give a rating by using a following a criteria. So here serial number is there, columns, aspects is there, criteria is there, rating is there. Rating what is there from 1 to 9. So here in observation there are two areas. First area is period plan preparation, and second one execution, means application of that period plan in the classroom. So here in period plan preparation, first one is what? How period plan is written by that teacher, means that before going to teach inside the classroom you are going to observe the period plan of that teacher. So here you are going to observe the period plan, you are going to observe the preparation, how he is prepared for this class, and in that period plan statement of academic standards for each and every subject, for each and every method what will be there? Academic standards will be there. For example, in biological science 7 academic standards are there. So like that in social also academic standards, in all methods academic standards will be there. So here for statement of academic standards 5 areas are there: appropriateness, maintainability, adequacy, clarity. How those academic standards were written. So here you are going to give out of 1 to 9. For appropriateness you are going to give a rating. Then for attainability you are going to give a rating. Then you are going to give rating for adequacy 1 to 9. So try to give rating 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is right way of giving a rating. And next one, a clarity. So how those academic standards are written in a clarified manner. So here also you are going to give a rating. Next, selection of the topic. What is the topic selection by him? So whether the topic is having adequacy or not, how that topic is organized, whether the topic is relevant to the students, whether that topic is having accuracy or not, whether that topic is having rich or depth, etc., etc. For each and every area you are going to give rating 1 to 9. Next, selection of activity. In period plan, what activity is there? Whether that activity is having appropriate to the class or not. Whether that activity is adequacy to the students to the class or not. Whether that activity is effectively is or not. Whether in that activity originality is there or not. Novelty is there or not. Right. Next, variety. How it is there? Is there any variety in that activity? By concentrating on these areas, you are going to give rating 1 to 9, that is depending upon your interest. Next, teaching aids. So whatever teaching aids you prepared, you are going to observe whether the teaching aids are appropriate to the topic which is selected by him, whether those teaching aids are innovative or not. By concentrating on these areas, you are going to give a rating 1 to 9, that is depending upon your interest. Next, previous knowledge. So here, previous knowledge means that in writing a period plan, whether previous knowledge of the topic is taken into consideration or not. So whatever previous knowledge is there in that period plan, whether it is relevance to the topic which is selected by him or her not. And sufficiency. So whatever previous knowledge is selected, whether it is sufficient or not. By concentrating on these areas also, you are going to give a rating 1 to 9. Next, output procedure. Output procedure means after writing a period plan, so what procedure is there? Whether structuring is there or not for that period plan, particular structure is there or not. In that procedure, accuracy is there or not. And brevity means whether that procedure is useful to teach effectively in the classroom or not. By concentrating on these areas, you are going to give rating for each one. For each one means for structuring, for accuracy, for brevity, for each and every one, you are going to do rating. You are going to give a rating that is depending upon your interest. And last one, evaluation. In evaluation, suitability of the tool, continuity sequence, comprehensiveness. For each and every these areas, you are going to give a rating 1 to 9, 1 to 9, 1 to 9. So this is about in observation first area, period plan and preparation. Next, second one, execution means after writing a period plan, what teacher is going to do? Teacher is going to execute in the classroom. Teacher is going to teach in the classroom. So here in front of him, you are going to sit in the classroom, students are going to listen, and you are going to observe the class of the teacher. Then how you are going to do the observation of the class teacher, and how you are going to give rating to each and every area. So here, first one, subject competence, teacher behavior, means that whatever topic is selected by him, whether about that topic, whether teacher is having competency or not, how teacher is behaving in the classroom according to the topic, means that accuracy is there, relevance to the need of the situation, whatever topic is selected by him, whatever teacher behavior is there, whether it is depending upon that particular situation or not, whether any depthness is there or not. By concentrating on these areas, you are going to give a rating 1 to 9 for each one. Next one, communication. In teaching learning process, what is going to play an important role? Communication is going to play an important role. So here, expression, language, speech, voice modulation and audibility. For these 4 areas, you are going to give a rating. Whether teacher is using expressions or not, whether teacher is using a language ineffectively or not, whether the teacher is using speech effectively in the classroom, voice modulation is there or not, whether students are audible to his voice or her voice or not. By concentrating on these areas, you are going to give a rating. Next, questions and answers. Questions, teacher behavior. Answers. So here, whether questions are simple or difficult, precise means it in a shortcut manner or not, relevant according to the topic or not, thought provoking means that whenever teacher is going to ask question in the classroom, whether that question is developing thought process in the minds of the children or not. Next, distribution and how teacher is asking questions and how teacher is distributing questions to the students. Effective dealing with pupils answer, how teacher is getting answer to his question from the students and how the teacher is dealing with the students to get the answer from the students. Next, for these areas you are going to give a rating. Next one, classroom management. So when you do observation of that class, whether it is 8th or 9th, whatever it may be, there how the teacher is doing the management of the classroom. So how teacher is interacting with the students, how teacher is cooperating with the students, and how teacher is handling with the people, whether teacher is having sympathy or not, and how the teacher is using the time. Budgeting of time means using of time in a proper manner. For all these areas you are going to give rating for each one, 1 to 9, 1 to 9, 1 to 9, like that. That is depending upon your interest. Next, to participation of students in posing questions. So when you ask question, when the teacher asked questions in the classroom, whether student is participating or not for response, yes sir. Next, whatever question you are asking, whether students are responding to that question or not. If any discussion is there, whether students are participating in this discussion or not. By concentrating on these areas you are going to give observation 1 to 9. Okay. And next one, use of aids. So whatever teaching learning material prepared by him or her, how the teacher is using teaching aids in the classroom, how teacher is handling that teaching aids in the classroom, and whether use of teaching aids is effective or not. By concentrating on these areas you are going to give a rating. And next, last one, in second step, teacher. So what is the appearance, means physical appearance of the teacher, movement, how teacher is moving in the classroom, and what are the mannerisms of the teacher in the classroom. By concentrating on these areas you are going to give rating for each and every area, means appearance, movement, manners, 1 to 9. So this is the end of observation. After end of the observation, here what is their signature of the teacher trainee, means that your signature only, it is not the signature of the that school teacher, it is only your signature because you did observation. Next, so here what will be there, reflect and narrate your expressions. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏముంటాయంటే 10 questions will be there. After observation or during observation you are going to write answers to these questions. So for each question 1 mark, you need to compulsory write answers. English medium students in English, Telugu medium students in Telugu. Okay. So here first question is, what did I observe the best in the teacher? నేను ఎవరి యొక్క ఏ టీచర్ యొక్క క్లాస్ని అయితే విన్నానో అతనిలో నాకు ఏ మంచి కనబడ్డది. ఎగ్జాంపుల్, సమయపాలన, టైం మేనేజ్మెంట్, డిసిప్లిన్, యూజ్ ఆఫ్ పీరియడ్ ప్లాన్, యూజ్ ఆఫ్ టీచింగ్ లెర్నింగ్ మెటీరియల్, లివింగ్ వే ఆఫ్ లివింగ్. So these all are the observed best in the teacher. This is the first question. Next, what do I want teacher to continue? అంటే టీచర్ ఎలా చెప్తే బాగుంటుంది, ఇది కంటిన్యూ కావచ్చా లేదా, వెదర్ ద టీచర్ ఈస్ టీచింగ్ ఎఫెక్టివ్లీ ఆర్ నాట్, వెదర్ ద టీచర్ కెన్ కంటిన్యూ ఈస్ వే ఆఫ్ టీచింగ్ continuously or not, yes or no. So here it is depending upon your experience in the classroom only you are going to write. If you are getting a positive feedback in the classroom, so there what you are going to do, yes, this teacher has to continue is teaching effectively because already is teaching effectively but need to bring some changes in way of teaching. Next, what do I feel needs to change in the teaching in the classroom as per your experience. After observation, what changes in teaching in the classroom needs to be bring into the classroom. Ante how the teacher has to teach in the classroom, what changes has to be bring in that particular area. So about this area you are going to write answer. Next, how do children enjoy teaching in a classroom? With your own experience, how children are going to get enjoy in the classroom? How your way of teaching, your way of presentation, your motivation, your guidance, your way of asking question, way of explaining concept, and also way of organizing activity, way of using teaching learning material. So all these things are going to play an important role to make the children enjoy in the classroom. Next, what did I learn from the classroom teaching? After observation of that class teacher class, actually what you learn? What you learn? You know how to teach in the classroom, you know how to use language in the classroom, you know how to use expressions in the classroom, you know how to organize activity in the classroom, you know how to do the presentation of the concept in the classroom, you know how to ask questions and how to get answers from the students. Next, how do I want to teach? If you want to become a great teacher, then how you are going to teach? That is depending upon with your own experience. Yes or no? There is no need to answer as it is. With your own experience only you are going to write answer to this question. Next, am I capable of teaching now? After observation of the classes of that school teacher, whether you are capable or not. If you are capable, yes means why. If you are no means why. You are going to mention yes means also what are compulsory, reasons are compulsory. No means also what are compulsory, reasons are compulsory. Next, what to do if I need to teach effectively? If you want to teach effectively, what as a teacher what you will do, and by doing what things in the classroom you can teach effectively in the classroom? Writing a period plan, preparation of teaching learning material, understanding of the concept in a elaborative manner, presentation of the subject matter in effective manner, asking questions in effective manner. By doing all these things you can able to teach that any concept in the classroom effectively. Next, what are the issues which need to attend to teach effectively? So when you do careful observation of any teacher class, you are going to understand there is need to concentrate on some areas. Important areas will be there. For example, in teaching biological science, you are introducing one new concept. You are not going to introduce that new concept directly writing on the blackboard. What you are going to do, you are going to take any concept or any picture, or you are going to ask questions by concentrating on the previous knowledge of the students. Then you are going to get answer, then you are going to get concept, then you are going to write that concept on the blackboard. Okay. Next, am I confident to teach? How do I plan to teach effectively? అంటే నేను అసలు కాన్ఫిడెంట్గా ఉన్నానా? Whether I am confident to teach effectively in the classroom? If I am yes, then why I have confidence? You are going to write reasons. If you know, so you are going to write reasons. Confidence means yes, I have confidence because I got how to write period plan. I know how to use TLM in the classroom. I know how to do presentation of the concept in the classroom. I know how to explain the concept effectively in the classroom. Everything I know very well. Because of that reason, yes, I have a confidence to teach effectively in the classroom. So these, for all 10 questions you are going to give answer. అంటే ఈ 10 క్వశ్చన్లకు ఇటు తెలుగులో ప్లస్ అటు ఇంగ్లీష్లో ఆన్సర్స్ ఇవ్వాల్సి ఉంటుంది. అంటే తెలుగు మీడియం వాళ్ళు తెలుగులో, ఇంగ్లీష్ మీడియం వాళ్ళు ఇంగ్లీష్లో. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ రూమ్ అబ్జర్వేషన్. నెక్స్ట్ సేమ్ మళ్ళా నెక్స్ట్ డే ఇంకో క్లాస్ తీసుకుంటావు. అబ్జర్వేషన్ నెంబర్ 2, మళ్ళీ టీచర్ పేరు, నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ద టీచర్, నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ద స్కూల్, సబ్జెక్టు, క్లాసు, మీడియము, పీరియడు, డేటు, ఇట్లా మళ్ళీ దీనికి కూడా సేమ్ రేటింగ్ ఇస్తావు. సిగ్నేచర్ ఆఫ్ ద టీచర్ ఉంటుంది. మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ 10 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఉన్నాయి కదా, ఈ 10 క్వశ్చన్స్ కూడా ఆన్సర్స్ యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు రైట్ ఆన్సర్స్ ఆల్ దీస్ 10 క్వశ్చన్స్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ ద ఎండ్ ఆఫ్ సెకండ్ అబ్జర్వేషన్. నెక్స్ట్ థర్డ్ అబ్జర్వేషన్, మూడవ అబ్జర్వేషన్ కూడా చేస్తాం. మూడోది అనుకున్నప్పుడు అబ్జర్వేషన్ నెంబర్ 3 అని రాస్తాం. నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ద టీచర్, ఆ స్కూల్లో ఉన్న టీచర్ పేరు, నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ద స్కూల్, ఆ స్కూల్ పేరు, అక్కడున్న సబ్జెక్టు, క్లాసు, మీడియము, పీరియడ్ నెంబర్ 1 or 2 or 3, డేటు, మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి ఈ 2 ఏరియాస్ అబ్జర్వేషన్కు సంబంధించినటువంటి రేటింగ్సు ప్లస్ సిగ్నేచరు, మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ ఇచ్చినటువంటి ఈ 10 క్వశ్చన్లకు ఫర్ 10 క్వశ్చన్స్ యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు రైట్ ఆన్సర్స్. నెక్స్ట్ సేమ్ అబ్జర్వేషన్ నంబర్ 4, ఇక్కడ కూడా నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ద టీచరు, నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ద స్కూలు, సబ్జెక్టు, నెక్స్ట్ మీడియము, పీరియడు, డేట్ అంతా రాస్తావు, మళ్ళీ రేటింగ్స్ ఉంటాయి, నెక్స్ట్ సిగ్నేచర్ ఆఫ్ ద టీచర్, నెక్స్ట్ వాట్ ఎవర్ క్వశ్చన్స్ ఆర్ దేర్ ఫర్ ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ క్వశ్చన్ యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు రైట్ ఆన్సర్. సో యు ఆర్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు రైట్ ఫర్ ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ క్వశ్చన్ ఇన్ ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ class in a same manner, try to write in a different manner. Okay, next observation number 4, ఇక్కడ కూడా నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ద టీచర్ ఉంటుంది, నేమ్ ఆఫ్ ద స్కూలు, అలాగే సబ్జెక్టు, క్లాసు, మీడియము, పీరియడు, డేటు, ఇక్కడ కూడా రేటింగ్ ఉంటుంది, మళ్ళీ సిగ్నేచర్ ఉంటుంది, ప్లస్ ఈ 10 క్వశ్చన్స్ విల్ బి దేర్ ఫర్ ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ క్వశ్చన్. అగైన్ ఇన్ ఎ నెక్స్ట్ క్లాస్ యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు రైట్ ఆన్సర్స్. And last one, 5th observation record, observation number 5, you are going to write details of the school and the teacher and subject etc. Then you are going to give a rating. So like that, for each method, how many classes you are going to observe? 5 classes in method 1 and 5 classes in method 2. For 5 classes in method 1 and method 2, you are going to write give a rating and you are going to write answers of each and every observation questions. So this is the end of the how to write observation record. Thank you.